Hello everyone. So I am making another meal. And I already started the rice. As you can see, let me try to adjust this some more. Hello. Hello. Okay. This is pretty good, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I already started the rice. Because, you know, in some cases the rice is the part that takes the longest. And yeah, so I added a mixture of parsley, basil, cumin, a little bit of taco seasoning, and that's it so far, right? Because sometimes when you add too much stuff and you're about to add other stuff, you could do a lot of stuff. Also, I boiled it a little bit in water. I added oil in order to toast the rice. Always wash your rice before you use it, usually until it gets semi-clear or very clear. That's up to you. That's just how I was taught to do it. And I have a little thing where, depending on what I'm making, if I don't use lemon juice, I use orange juice in order to boil my rice in it. It gives it that little bit of in-depth flavor, and I don't mean like the whole thing. It just gives it a little something. If you think I'm crazy, try it with about a half a cup of rice or less and see what happens. Meanwhile, I have other things I need to put in here. The rice is almost fully cooked, but you know, the other things that you add, you always want it to have some flavor, right? To get it all up in there too, and the rice takes it on, and it's a beautiful thing. So the next thing I'm adding are these beans. So when you get beans out the can specifically, especially if you're not boiling them and, you know, all that stuff, you want to rinse your beans off. They've been in a can with the oil, with the water, with whatever they came with. You just rinse that off, right? Rinse it off, throw it in with your stuff, handle the business, okay? Okay. So, meanwhile, what I what I cooked in the rice already is gonna go with all of this, and I'm gonna just let this do its thing basically, and add stuff as I go along, because that is the best thing to do. Obviously decided to do this on a whim because I'm like, where is this at? Where is that at? I think I'm gonna make some tacos, but I really just wanted some rice. I could eat rice as a dish by itself. I know everybody's not like that. They're like, where's the rest of it? You make the rest of it, right? That's basil. That's a chunk of basil. In order to get all of that goodness in there, because basil to me should be added to almost about everything you make, especially when there's going to be meat involved. I'm gonna take out the pepper, some sea salt, and you know, you always need at least a little pinch of salt, because it's just good cooking manners, you know? That's all I'm saying. Just good cooking manners. Go over there. I had a drop of pepper in the thing now, but you know, you just hit it. That's all. Just boop boop, all up in there. Okay, so that is that. And I can tell that this needs some more love. Just a little bit more love. Because of what I'm doing. I didn't want to add bone broth because that's what I got left, and I didn't want to have to get all kitchen crazy and boil chicken just to get chicken broth, and I forgot when I got some groceries earlier, so don't judge me too much, you know. And all the good stuff at the bottom that sticks, don't worry about it. When you do this and you use utensils like that, you can get all of that. And at some point, when the rice is where you want it to be, you put the top on, you let it do its thing. You don't have to touch it all the time. You let those air bubbles come up, and because when you put the top on, all that heat comes up, the steam comes up, the water condenses and goes down, and it just recycles itself, just like air, clouds, precipitation. And that's why I get hot, muggy, cold, the little science stuff that we learned in high school, or just when we go outside. So anyway, that happens. You let it do that, and you throw it up there, and it's shh, right? You take the top off, and then you let all that other stuff just come out, and then it'll start to fluff and separate itself. And you turn down the heat for that to happen because you want it that little crispy, chunky, just a little bit at the bottom where you get that little stick. In my opinion, that is, right? And that happens, and then when you get to the bottom of your pot, at least when you're doing like a fried rice, not necessarily like this, but in some cases, you get to the bottom of your pot, you got that little brown crispy, that's the good stuff. Yeah, y'all kitchen fingers people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, sea salt, sprinkle, let that handle its business, because I don't know what my grinded one is, so I had to use the chunky pieces, which is just as good, ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's all I'm gonna do for now, because I gotta wait for my meat to defrost so I can handle that. Usually when I do meat, especially if I buy it in bulk from the store, I take it out the package, separate it, season them, throw them in Ziploc bags or vacuum seal bags, so that when I take them out to cook, that they're already pre-seasoned the way I like it, and then I do whatever I want to do afterwards. You know what I mean? So some of the hard work is already done. So we're just gonna cover that up, And I tasted the rice already. I know it's a little hard. Just enough to let them rice and beans handle its business, okay? I had my stove on 3, which is a little lower than what I usually use. Bless you. So yeah, that's it for now. Let's put these things back because I got enough going on in here. You finish your food?
Is your video still going?
Alright, so go finish it.
Is your video still going?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Right? So yeah. I think we're gonna do tacos for sure. And I'm gonna shred some cheese. And that'll be an extra sexy meal. I think food is sexy. I think people who can cook are sexy too. I don't care. Like, ooh, boil that rice. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. You just, hang in there. Just hang in there. Okay. I need you to get a scrunchie, put some shoes on your feet. No, not yet, because they over there wet. Yeah. But, yes, go get that. This is almost finished. You see that little boil? You see how this is a little wet? Huh? Yeah. That. Okay? You got those bubbles going on? And all that other good stuff is happening. I'm gonna... There we go. Try a little piece on top. Move. Fluff, fluff. Now I'm gonna try another different piece. Okay. Okay. Alright, you see that? That's basic. Something I like to do also is to put coconut milk in my rice. I didn't do it for this one because I just didn't. I just thought about it and I was like, oh wait. But yeah, I really like to do that. I feel like you could put coconut milk in anything and it will definitely make it better. It will make it better unless you do not like coconut anything, period, and that is very different, right? But I put coconut milk in some of the meats that I make. If I am making some type of bread, I usually put it in almost about any rice dish that I make. In a smoothie, like I will use it for almost anything except cereal. Because it's just good, but specifically speaking, I put coconut milk in all of my rice dishes, unless it is something like this where I'm making something else with it and it's not like a meal rice dish. This is like a side, you know, but it's what I'm doing. It's just what I'm doing. I'm gonna add some black olives. I'm not gonna add it to the rice. I'm gonna leave that to the side for the tacos. Yeah. You know, sometimes in your brain you be doing too much, you know? I'm not trying to do too much. Alright, I am gonna add one more thing, and that's gonna be the end of that. Okay, nice and steamy with all the deliciousness. I'm gonna add a couple of these baby tomatoes, and they're gonna get nice and juicy from the steam. And the main reason I'm not adding too many is because my daughter is not into certain things, so if I only add a little bit, it's fine, and then I could add the rest to my own plate, right? And also, if I end up giving food to somebody else, then I'll have leftovers of, you know, this, and I can make the plate how I really want to make the plate. And otherwise, I could be like, all right, let me scoop this to the side, give her some, add this to my stuff, you know what I mean? Try to be considerate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright. So, I just got it here to rise. I was going to sing the rest of the song, but, you know. Can't do that. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Got that little bit of tang from the orange. A little bit of spice from that pepper. Cumin give you that little bit of basil give you all of the rest of that, and it's just subtle enough, not too much, not too little, and the beans are already soft. Like, they come in a can, right? So if you're not soaking them for 24 hours or whatever, and you get them from the can, they're gonna be soft, but they're gonna be can soft, right? Like, I want to be able to get some of this and be able to go like this, right? But it's not too mushy, but it's a bite. You know what I mean? Let me take that. Let me show you again. A smush. It's not dripping. It's not extra mushy. It's a bite. Boom. Done. Test the corn. A bite. Now, what I would say is this needs some more salt. So, I'm going to do a little mini cheat. And I'm going to add a little bit of adobo. And yes, I know it's not meat, but you know what? Adobo got that salt that sometimes your regular salt don't cover, you know? So you just gotta give your food what it wants, you know what I'm saying? So as you grow your chicken fingers your kitchen fingers, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know, whatever you are good at, when you're doing it, you know, like, all right, this need a little bit more, this is not enough, this needs a little less, here's where I need to stop. That's what cooking is like when you don't measure anything, you know. You got a recipe, you know what goes in the recipe, but almost every time you make it, it's almost never the same, even if the ingredients are. Kitchen fingers. That's all I'm saying. Alright, so I'm gonna let this do its thing for a couple more minutes, and this is gonna be done. I'm gonna bang it to the side, and that's gonna be the end of this rice dish, you know. I don't know how this looks to you, but it looks and tastes fabulous to me. I ain't put a spoon in it yet, but I'm about to, but I'm trying not to get full before I get my other stuff done. But I just wanted to show you something that I do with my rice, even though I did not add coconut milk. And I'm gonna still move these tomatoes inside. What's gonna happen is, from that little bit of heat that it got, you see they got a bright already, right? You're gonna put this in your mouth and it's gonna bust. That sounded some type of way, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, we ain't gonna talk about all that, but yeah. Okay, so you guys have a good day. Like, comment, leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, you know, or whatever. Have a good one.
Leave a bell button.
The bell button? Oh, the notification button? Yeah, y'all can press that too. My little one is, you know, telling me, because, you know, I's not old, but I's not young. And I'm like, the bell button? Yeah, that one, right? Right. Here's my blooper, I guess, right? All right. Have a good one, guys.